What's up, Turdlings? Today we're going to be talking about what to do at the end of a season to prepare for the next one. Turd Tips by Turd Nugent. The first thing we can be doing is saving our faction recruitment tickets and our recruitment points. The reason we want to be saving these for the end of a season is because when a new season starts, there will be 2 new heroes introduced depending on what season you're going into, and the first week of that season, you have a double chance of getting these heroes from recruitment points and faction recruitment tickets. Faction recruitment tickets we can be getting from the Alliance Shop and Merit Shop every week, as well as events throughout the season. Recruitment points are quite easy to acquire, and there are many ways to do so within the game, including from the Merit Shop, from personal armaments race gathering events, and from the helicopter as frequently as you can. I'm not going to discuss all of the ways of getting recruitment points, but I do want to discuss a couple ways of saving them for the next season. The first is our daily recruitment tasks. We have a task to recruit 1 and a task to recruit 10. I don't do either of these tasks at all, just to save those recruitment points throughout the season. If we skip this task each day, with the exception of recruitment day for Alliance Duel, we can save over 32,000 points to spend in the first week of the next season when we get those double percentages on the new heroes. The next place we can save points is in Alliance Duel Recruitment Day. When we get about 6 weeks until the end of the season and the new one starts, I tend to only go for the 2 million point chest. Right now, I don't have double rewards 3, I think it's called, so I don't get the double rewards for the last 3 chests. So I will stop at the 2 million mark about 6 weeks in advance of the end of the season. And then about 2 or 3 weeks before the end of the season, I'll only go for the 3rd chest on the first page, the 320,000 chest. Depending on where you are at in your research, if you are able to complete 4 million points in the Alliance Duel on recruitment day every day, not doing them on those last weeks should save you somewhere between 50,000 and 100,000 recruitment points for the end of the season. The next thing you want to be looking at doing is Outpost Farming. You can do this from Season 1 and beyond, or if you're in a newer season, it may be Season 2 and beyond. What this does is when you defeat an outpost and capture it for your alliance, you are rewarded with 200 of each resource that is sent to you by mail. So as long as you do not open that mail during the current season and save it for the next season, you get those resources in the next season. Here I've been doing some outpost farming. I've been on vacation, so I haven't been farming all that much, but as you can see, it's pretty easy to get a good stockpile of them ready for the next season. And this is only 2 weeks maybe of doing this while I was on vacation, so not very active. Capturing outposts costs fuel instead of durability, so it doesn't cut into the rest of our daily farming with the exception of time to deploy attacks. When farming an outpost, you want to be farming either level 5 or level 6 outposts, so you want to be looking in the level 5 and 6 regions on your map. The reason we want to farm these specifically is because both of them award the 200 of each resource. If you go any lower than level 5, like a level 4, will reward 100 of each resource. So it's much more efficient on your fuel to farm level 5 and 6s. Level 5s is more ideal than level 6s because the units are easier to defeat. You need to defeat the units and have enough destructive power to destroy the walls of the outpost. It generally takes 4 trucks in your rally to destroy the outpost walls if you don't include any destruction heroes, or if each truck in the rally includes a destruction hero, it can be done with 3 trucks. You do need teammates from your alliance to help you with this in order to deploy on the outposts, so make sure you can rally at least 2 other players to help you destroy them. You can also just start a rally and give it enough time for people to notice and join, and then go ahead and deploy, and then you can set a timer to check that rally, or just watch up here on the timer, and when it gets to a minute or less, you can see if you have enough teammates to destroy the walls. If not, you can just try at a later point that day. Initially, when you start out, you'll have 15 fuel. This fuel recovers 1 every 2 hours, so you can refill a total of 12 a day. Here we have a spreadsheet showing how many resources we can earn of each type each day from Outpost Farming, starting with 15 attacks the first day and 12 attacks each consecutive day. Then we can look at the clinic level and resource cost per level, likewise with the hub. So as we can see, it doesn't take a whole lot of days of farming those outposts to start getting pretty high level clinic and hub day 1 of the next season. Let's assume you farmed for 3 weeks at the end of the season each day. So you probably don't have any more city captures unless Eden is in there somewhere. But let's assume you were able to get all those attacks in. With 51,000 points, we could get a level 8 clinic and a level 4 hub right away at the start of the next season. Because you're not able to capture an outpost that your alliance already owns, you're going to need to work with at least one other alliance, capturing outposts back and forth. Ideally, you want to work with as many as possible, because you are going to be relying on that other alliance to capture the outposts back after you capture them. Different regions also have a different number of outposts. For example, these center regions have about 4 outposts, whereas the regions around them have about 7. So if you are spam farming all of your fuel, capturing outposts, and the other alliance that you're partnering with is not online, you're going to need outposts from at least 2 level 5 regions. If you're only working with one other alliance and you log in to do your outpost farming to find that all of the outposts in the 2 designated regions are still blue, that's not a very fun thing and you can't do your farming. This could be because either your team recently farmed them, somebody else in your alliance, or the other team hasn't done their farming yet. So this is why it's ideal to work with as many alliances as possible. Ideally, you want 4-6 roughly regions on the map that your alliance can all farm so that you never run out. As you're doing this farming, make sure when you see this tent icon up here, you click on it, go to the garrison, and pull your troops out. If you leave them there and another alliance goes to farm it, your troops are going to get attacked by their attack. So you don't want to be killing your allies' troops or losing your own needlessly, so make sure you're doing that withdrawal. If an R4 or higher in your alliance starts the rally or is in the rally, they can release all of the units from that outpost. When you click on an outpost to rally it, make sure it shows 5 garrisoned units. If it shows more than 5, you know somebody left their troops in there and didn't recall, possibly went offline. You can see who it is here. If it's more than 6, you can send scouts to identify the different players and message them to request them to recall their truck from the outpost. Lastly, keep an eye on the Alliance war screen, as in here you may find rallies against outposts that you can join, as well as you can watch what outposts other alliances are attacking that you own, so you'll know that outpost will be free and when it will be free. You can go check on it and watch as they recall their garrisoned troops. And once their garrisoned troops are recalled, that outpost will have less walls because the walls will already be partially destroyed and repairing. So it'll be much easier for you to capture right after they take it and withdraw their troops. Well, Turdlings, that's all the tips I have for you today. If you have any other tips for end of season prep for the following season, or questions what was discussed in this video, or additional content you'd like to see from this channel, be sure to leave it in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to support this channel. To all you Turdlings out there, thank you for watching and stay solid.